In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to quit porn and video games. So if you're a man watching this and you know deep down inside that you're watching too much goddamn porn, you're playing too much goddamn video games, then you want to listen up, because there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to share with you so that you can really understand how detrimental this is to your life and how it is hindering you from becoming the best version of yourself, okay? More specifically, the man that you know you could be, okay? So before I begin, I do need to make some announcements. I recently started a Facebook group called Sexual Transmutation Mastery. Now, if you don't know what sexual transmutation is, I encourage you to look it up, but it is a concept that was introduced to me by Napoleon Hill, and it's essentially harnessing your sexual energy as a man, transforming it and using it to become more creative, more attractive to women, more confident, more brave, and all of the things that you're looking for to become a high value man, okay? So you wanna make sure you join the Facebook group. And then also, if you are interested in learning about sexual transmutation, I actually have a program. One is the free version. You can learn about what sexual transmutation is, and then also some trainings down below that you can take a look at. And also, I have the full version that you can buy if you like the stuff that I share and you just wanna jump straight into it, okay? So let's get right into the video, how to quit porn and video games. Now, the first thing you want to understand is you want to just remove it from your life temporarily, okay? If you feel like you can't do this, you have to understand this doesn't mean you have to quit it completely, because a lot of people who get onto drugs, alcohol, smoking pot, the reason why they can't stop is because they're like, I have to quit? I have to stop? Oh, I need my drugs. Oh, you know, they're stuck in the framework that it's like, if I quit this means I can't ever experience it again. This means I can't ever have that pleasure again. Because at one point in time, the porn met their needs and made them feel good. The video games met their needs and made them feel good, right? For men, we love women. We love sex. But since we can't get it, unmet emotional need, we use porn, and we might use it excessively to stimulate ourselves, right? The other one, video games. We like competition. We like showing our dominance. We like progressing. We like leveling up. Video games is the perfect thing to engage in. If you haven't watched my recent video, how porn, drugs, and video games are making you weak, you want to make sure you check that out, okay? That video basically encapsulates and breaks down why this stuff is destroying your life if you're doing it in large amounts, okay? In small amounts, it could be okay, but if you're doing it in a large amount and you're avoiding the real world, it's making you weak as a man, okay? And that is no bueno. So back to how to quit. The first thing you want to ask yourself, or you want to reflect on, is, do you actually want to quit? You need to be honest with yourself. Do you actually want to quit? Do you actually want to stop watching porn? Do you actually want to stop playing video games? Right? For the majority of people watching this, there's a part of them that does want to, because they clicked on this. The people who aren't ready won't even click on this. A lot of people who see the title, How to Quit Porn and Video Games, and that's their only source of gratification and pleasure, they're not going to want to watch this video, because they know the truth hurts. They know that if I take away their sucker, right? The fake nipple, what do you call those? I forgot the name of the fake nipples, you know, that you feed the baby and the bobber. If you take away their only form of pleasure, real pleasure in their life, what are they going to have? They don't have a higher purpose. They don't have a better thing to do. They don't have a 10 out of 10 girl, a real girlfriend, a hot female, a hot feminine woman in their life. They don't have that. So their only form of cheap pleasure is video games and porn. So the question is, be honest with yourself. Do you really want to quit? Right? And if there's a part of you that's like, I do, but right? Then I'm going to speak to that side of you. You have to realize the detriment of porn, drugs, and video games are doing to your life. You have to really be honest with yourself. You have to look yourself in the face, in the mirror. You have to look inside, and you have to be honest. And you have to realize this isn't getting you anywhere. Playing too much video games, watching too much porn, busting your nut, wasting your life force energy that can create a baby, constantly depleting your jing, your kidney essence. You're going to get stressed. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get anxious, right? It reminds me of this client that I worked with for bodywork. I traveled to his some like rich motel or rich hotel in the city. And I was telling him how I was transmuting my sexual energy so that I can achieve more success in my life. And he was telling me, oh, that's a load of horse shit. You know, I achieved a lot of success and I masturbate 2 to 3 times a day. And then somewhere in the conversation also found out he suffers with anxiety and depression, right? If you're depleting your precious energy and your body is malnourished and you're just constantly leaking energy, it's like having a cup of water, poking a hole at the bottom, it's just dripping water, and you're like, where's all my water? Why do I feel so depressed? Why do I feel so low energy? Why do I feel so anxious? It's because your body's like, yo, you're wasting your energy, bro. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? I just pumped up like my semen into a napkin. Where's my baby? You know, so like your body is depressed and anxious because it's literally low on energy. It's on low battery mode. It's freaking out, okay? So you have to understand that porn and video games is a false sense of achievement, and all it's doing is it's depleting you of your precious life force, energy, okay? I shared this quote in the other video. I believe it was Thomas Paine. The price of anything is the amount of life you trade for it. When I realized I spent, 8,000 hours on the video game, which equated to 8 years of my life, I freaked the fuck out and I uninstalled it, and I was like, 2023, I'm not gonna play video games, watch porn until I make it, right? Because I realized the value of transmuting your sexual energy, using that sexual desire for porn, for playing video games, for the lower behaviors, that you can turn lead into gold, okay? You can transform your energy. You can transmute it into a higher desire, a higher pleasure, something that you truly, truly enjoy, okay? Now, let me read off my notes because I don't want to ramble on, okay? So the first thing I already covered is to be honest with yourself. Do you really want to quit? And if you do, but you're having trouble, realize it's not getting anywhere. Get brutally honest with yourself. How is this serving me in my life? I mentioned before, in moderation, this could be therapeutic. I really think so. But most people can't handle the therapeutic dose because it's way too addictive, right? If you can, repair your relationship with it first. And if you can, bravo, right? It's possible. Number 2, if you have trouble quitting or stopping and you've tried a bunch of stuff, then what I'm going to tell you is this. Stop trying to stop, okay? In fact, I would encourage you to do it more, right? Double the dose, triple the dose. If you jack off twice a day, jack off 4 times a day. If you play 3, 4, 5 hours of video games, I want you to play more. That's right. I want you to play more. Give yourself permission to play more. Dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until you hit rock fucking bottom, okay? Dig it so deep that you hit the goddamn floor, okay? The bottom of the earth. And feel that pain of being weak. Feel the pain of having no jing in your balls, having no sperm in your balls, okay? Feel that pain of being weak, of being disrespected from other men, not being looked at, desired by other attractive females. Feel that pain that you are a complete loser. And then maybe that pain might just drive you to figure out how to do semen retention. Or that pain might drive you to figure out how to actually win in life. Because if you can get good at video games, guess what? Oh, you already know. You can get good at real life. If you are good at video games, you can get good at real life, okay? And if you suck at video games, then just fucking stop playing. What are you doing? You suck at video games. You suck. Get better. Get better at life, okay? Number 4, do you want a real girlfriend, right? For most of the guys who watch pornography and ejaculate, chances are they don't have a girlfriend. Or if they do, their girlfriend isn't a high-value woman, right? They're probably like some 4 or 5 out of 10, and they're just using her for sex because they're a low-value male, and they're hooking up with some fat, ugly chick or some chick who can't get any guys, so she's just like, fuck it, I'll just be with this guy, right? So if you're in either situation, one, you don't have a girlfriend, use this as motivation, semen retention, nofap, right? Use the pain of not having a girlfriend, transmute it into I'm going to better myself so that I can get a real girlfriend. Or get a really high value girlfriend, an 8 or 9 or 10 out of 10. One who is loyal, one who can take care of me, right? Who can nurture me, who can clean up the house, who makes me food, who behaves well as a woman, not that feminist bullshit, right? Use that as motivation. Instead of wasting your energy, throwing it in a napkin or whatever, a sock or whatever you use, and just busting it all over the place, take that energy, transform it, transmute it into spiritual energy, into desire, so that you can become a more powerful male, right? Everyone wants a man that is strong, that is confident, that is assertive, that can take charge, that can lead. Most of the men nowadays are weak. Do you understand this? Do you want to be part of the statistic of weak men that don't have a backbone? Well, surprise, surprise, semen retention. If you bring the energy up your spine, you'll have a backbone, my friend. Okay. And then number 6, how to quit. Start consuming, if you haven't already, not mindless shit on Facebook and social media, but start consuming nofap and semen retention content. And again, if you want a Facebook group to surround yourself with this information, check out my Facebook group, Sexual Transmutation Mastery, and then subscribe to my channel, my Instagram, whatever platforms I'm going to have down below, because I'm going to be posting all this information to inspire you. Start looking at famous people who have done semen retention, famous people who've done nofap, and how they've changed their life with it. Because all these testimonials that you look up on YouTube on semen retention and nofap, they're real. You become more confident. You become more driven. You have more drive for life. You have more desire for life. You become more attractive to females. This is real, guys. This is real. Only if you do it properly, though, right? It's not just I hold in my nut, because some people relapse. The urges are too uncontrollable and they don't know how to do it. It's because they have blockages in their body. They have energetic blockages. Their chakra system isn't working properly. Their energy pathways in their body isn't working properly. The meridians in their body isn't working properly. And this is why I teach all this stuff in my program, right? Because I spent the years to learn a skill that I can monetize and help people with, right? Now, I have free trainings, but I also have paid stuff, because a lot of people want free stuff. But when you give out free stuff, they don't value it. That's why I have high-level training programs for people who are serious, who are committed to making this stuff work or to making a change in their life. Because quitting porn, quitting drugs, quitting video games, this shit is hard. But when you apply the principles that I teach you in sexual manifestation and semen retention, harnessing and transmuting your sexual energy, that drive, that desire you have to watch porn and play video games, that could be turned into the drive and desire for success, okay? You're literally turning lead, a lower form of behavior, into a higher form of behavior, okay? That's what I'm going to be talking about next. Number 7, you must discover your passion or purpose in life, right? Because you can consume all this nofap content, do nofap for a little bit, do semen retention for a little bit. But if you don't have a higher purpose, a passion, a mission, a dream, a goal or objective to channel that energy, you're going to succumb to the lower desires of life, okay? You're going to succumb to the lower pleasures, okay? Transmutation is taking a lower pleasure, a lower desire, right? I want to bust my nut, and it's transmuting it and bringing it up the higher energy centers so that you have a different goal, a different desire, right? My desire for sex gratification, for watching porn, jacking off, playing video games, have turned into, I want to create content, right? Instead of creating down here, busting down here, I want to bust up here. You get it? I want to create now. I want to create videos. I want to make my Facebook group. I want to pump up my Instagram, my social media. This is a burning desire for me, right? I want to make it online. You get what I'm saying? I want to have a presence. That's the same raw form of desire that you can turn, okay? That you can change. But again, this is really important. You must discover your passion or your purpose. Otherwise, you'll succumb to the lower desires in life. And I got 2 quotes that I'm going to share with you to wrap this point up, okay? This is by Viktor Frankl, who was a Holocaust survivor. He says this: when a person can't find a deep sense of meaning in life, they distract themselves with pleasure. Did you catch that? When a person can't find a deep sense of meaning in life, they distract themselves with pleasure. Meaning, if you don't have anything to do, if you don't have a higher purpose in life, you're going to use porn, drugs, and video games to numb yourself. You're going to use that as your purpose. But that's a lower form of behavior. You get it? If you want to turn lead into gold, you need to have a purpose. You need to have a mission as a man to transform that energy. Otherwise, you're going to have a buildup of sexual energy, and you're going to be like, oh, excited, I feel confident, I feel charged up, I'm excited, but I don't know what to do with that, and fuck, it's too much, and then explosion all over the place. When you have a higher purpose and you know exactly what you want from life, the energy doesn't get stuck there. And your energy centers are clear, they rise up, and then now you're emanating. And all the energy that you focus on can be channeled directly into your work, your skill, your craft, whatever it is that you want to achieve, okay? And then final thing from Napoleon Hill himself: until a man selects a definite purpose in life, he dissipates his energies and spreads his thoughts over so many subjects and in so many different directions that they lead not to power, but to indecision and weakness, okay? When a man doesn't have a purpose in his life, he will spend his energy in any and every direction, look for shiny object syndrome or experience shiny object syndrome, and just keep ejaculating his energy all over the place. E-commerce, writing a book, writing a blog, doing this and that. No, have a definiteness of purpose. Know exactly what you want, why you want it, and then transform your sexual energy all into that direction, okay? And that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's working very well. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, right? Like the video, drop some comments down below if you have any questions. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is, and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you can be notified when I make videos, or not, whatever you want to do. But yes, I will see you in the next one.